Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in a yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas. Talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. You know. Cult leader. Yeah. I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah.
It's Kool-Aid, a nigga that sipped the Kool-Aid. That LaFraud, single barrel and goose egg. Got the coke going up on a Tuesday. Roast the false prophet like a gourmet souffle. Cause me no say spirit gun like you skate. Nigga might run up in that black face like Gucci. Boycott a cracker, kill your favorite rapper. Cause I run with G's like a Green Bay Packer. I chop a Christian like a new machete. When you polygynist, they look at you like R. Kelly. Still these women wanna do me like I'm Akinelli. West Coast sisters love me like a Machiavelli. Make these crackers lick the dust off my boots. We want no cowards in our camp and we ain't taking recruits. My crew the livest, y'all suckers is the jobbers. Niggas run their lips but they damn sure wouldn't try us. Nah, I ain't the same cat who used to break laws. They just rather see me as the same cough. Some rather remain lost. My brain washed with these stained thoughts. I be repping for my niggas riding for the same cause. Cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, then I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Better ask somebody, bitch.
Cult leader. Cult leader. Yeah. We beat the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jake. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be too baby. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Doing what like city for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and go figure no doubt. You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jake when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Kill, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They sing things to my people. So that you can, they put millions my yes, you Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me, and let the whole world see the rhythm in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we can all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
One West is who raised, son. That's where I came from. That is my A1s. I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son. You cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one. This is the Matrix. Going so hard that they think I'm an agent. Going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts, though. I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could stay them. Iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy. They got complacent. They want to level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed. Been through too much, always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does. What you thought shit was, nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, Even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days, no night vision. That's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van. Taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand. Never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path. Now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like an eye exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fire, man. In the circle of light, how could I tell you, man? I was undesired, had no one. And then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convict. They call that a lesson. And now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. Nigga, bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctor's out. Just be faithful. One day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I changed,
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Saying how much could I take? Still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake. Even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break. Some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Build a website you love with Wix.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. A hood. More than you, bitch. Shaw one shit, I'm about it. UPK, you solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shorty and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. A hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip like limousine. I shoot your ass in a spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. You squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road, boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. You became play the keys, nigga. Nothing to you. Get his ass like a cat. All weapons full of balls. Pop down wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that thing, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. A hood. more than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate.
All right, clap it up. Shalom Israel. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos de 1 Oeste, calle 125, en Harlem, Nueva York, abajo del Comandante General, Yohana. Shalom Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible to you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, informing you that you are the true Israelites of the Holy Bible. And tonight's Tuesday class is Brotherhood class with the San Antonio. And the title of tonight's class is The First Brick, right? You know, when we come to the school, we like to say, hey, come and put your brick in, right? Come and put your brick in, come in and do the work of God, right? Do the work of the Most High and help build this nation. But the first brick that we put in is you got to learn how to be a brother. You come in here and you don't know how to be a brother, you're not gonna last in here. But I say that to say this. You know, we're building the nation for Christ, because when Christ comes, we're just going to hand it over to him. But the first foundation is like, it's got to be solid. Whenever you're building something, you start with the foundation, and you don't want your foundation to be weak. Like if you have a weak foundation, your building is not going to last. Like, let's say, for instance, you're pouring concrete. You want to make sure your concrete. You want to make sure your concrete is solid and strong. Because if your concrete is too, how can I say, too loose, it's going to chip away too easily. And over time, through corrosion and wear and tear of the weather, you know, it's just your foundation is going to crack, and your walls are going to end up sagging, and your building is just not going to last. Well, our foundation is brotherhood, and that's got to be solid. So, like, sir, can you pull up Psalms 122 and 3? See, when you lay down your foundation, like for instance, when you lay down concrete, a lot of times they put a tamper to it, and it compacts the concrete together. Well, we got to make sure that this brotherhood is compacted and tight together too, because brotherhood is the foundation of Israel. You got that we have in the school is built on brotherhood. Everything from coming in and you know, having Sabbath service. It don't just take one priest to do the Sabbath service. It takes 2 priests, and then you're gonna have to have a brother reading. Everything has brotherhood. Nothing we do is all just by ourselves. It takes brotherhood to do everything. Even having camp, we have to have at least 20 brothers there to have camp. You're not gonna just have camp with just one brother out in the streets, just like them fake Israelites do, with a shower curtain over his head, and shouting at the people. That's not how it's done.
Hey, you said Psalms what?
Psalms 122 and verse 3, sir.
Psalms 122 and verse 3, guys.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 122, verse 3. Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compact together.
Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, right? It's the like the pinnacle of our society. Well, Isupk is the pinnacle of society for Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. You have to come in here, and the first thing you learn is brotherhood. So this is the foundation, right? This is the foundation of the building of the kingdom. So start from the top, sir.
Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compacted together.
That is compacted together. It can't be any loose ends in the foundation. Like I said before, it'll crumble and waste away. It's compacted together. That's how together to be strong. It's going to take all 12 tribes together. It ain't going to just be the tribe of Judah. It's not going to just be, it's not going to just be the northern kingdom. Just like well, I'll get into that later. But it's like I got reflux. Can you hear me?
For some,
yeah, I just said it's because I was burping. I have reflux. But anyway, it's going to take all 12 tribes together. It's not going to just be the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom can't hold it all down and build the nation without the northern kingdom, right? Because the southern kingdom, a lot of them don't know Spanish. It's going to take the northern kingdom together to bring all 12 tribes in, and it's not going to just be the northern kingdom either, because the northern kingdom just can't hold it all down just by themselves. It's gonna, because Christ is from Judah, so how can we bring in all the 12 tribes and stand before Christ without Judah? We can't do that. It's going to take all 12 tribes together, compact. Where our brotherhood has to be solid and contact. It can't just be, I just we can't have cliques where I just mess with these brothers because they're northern kingdom, or I just mess with these brothers because they're southern kingdom. It can't be like that. We all have to be together and compact. It's like you, sir. Pull up Psalms 133 and 1. We have to come as a solid unit. We can't all just be what's that word I'm looking for? Just
divided.
Right. Not we can't be divided, but there's another word I'm looking for. How these fake Israelites, they say the solo Israelites, right? They're where they don't belong to a camp. They're just
individual light.
Individualites, right? The water, sir. I appreciate it. We can't just be individualites, right? It's going to take all 12 tribes. It's going to take brotherhood to build the kingdom. That's the first brick that we're putting down is brotherhood, and that has got to be the cornerstone of our, and the cornerstone is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is our model, right? Go ahead, sir.
The book of Psalms, chapter 133, verse 1. A song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity.
In unity. In unity. We can't be individualites. We have to be together in unity. You can't just be an individualite and follow all the commandments and roast lamb in your oven on your own Passover celebration. That's not how it's done. We all come together, in solidarity as a unit to celebrate Passover. We all make that voyage together. We all make that sacrifice together. We don't just stay at home and roast up lamb in the backyard. That's not how it's done. That's not how it was done in the past, and that's now it's going to be done now. We all have to be a unit. You can't be an individualite and just say that you follow all the laws when in the law is that you have to come together with your brothers for Passover. It's not how it's done, and that's actually causing division amongst our people. Is all these schisms, right? All these schisms is causing division because we don't want to follow somebody, right? We think that we can just do better on our own. Well, we all follow Christ, and Christ, the man that Christ left in charge, is commanding General Yohana. That's who Christ left in charge of the nation. It's not I don't believe in multiple wives, so I'm gonna start my own group. No. We all follow Christ, and Christ left commanding General Yohana in charge. So that's who we follow. You're gonna say something, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay. Slucky, can you hold Amos 3:3? We all have to be solid in brotherhood, but we also have to be in one mind too. We can't just have like different opinions and different thoughts on how everything is supposed to be run, because that's how chaos ends up happening. Different ideas and different ways to do things, and no actual standard to do anything. No foundation on anything. That's how everything just falls apart. Just how the Black Panthers, that's how they fell apart. There was no standard, there was no foundation. Oh, it's too far. Okay, there was no standard and there was no foundation. They all started having different ideas on how to do things. That's why we have protocols, different protocols on how to do things. We can't just have all different ideas on on how things are supposed to be ran. That's what causes schisms. Go ahead, sir. Can you right, okay. Schisms is actually what's the what's the word I'm searching for? Anyway, schisms is what bring down organizations. Is when you have different ideas on how to do things, and that's how you have all these different fake groups out there. Like they they say that multiple wives is that's not what the scripture means, right? So they let their woman dictate on how they break down scripture. So they set up their own club, right? That's what it is. It's a club. It's not a
Social club.
yeah, a social club. It's a club. It's not a camp. Camp is for soldiers, and that's not what that is actually. It's a social club where they go out and dance. They stand in circles, and they have you got served breakdowns. So like you.
Right. Camp is what we do. Camp is what we do, and when we go to war.
Right. Camp is what we do on Saturdays when we go out and teach our people. We are not a camp. We are a school. Camp is what we do. We're not just a bunch of fanatics, like to dress up in purple and play Israelite. We have a school. We have protocols. We have a foundation. We don't just go off of a whim, right? Go ahead, sir. You got that scripture? Amos 3:3.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together?
Can two walk together? Can they agree and accomplish something together? Right. Go ahead.
Except they be agreed.
Except they be agreed. Right. You can't. Let's say you're putting up a door in a building, right? One brother wants to set the door on the south end, and the other brother wants to put it on the north end. So one brother on his own, before the other brother gets there, cuts the doorway out on the south end. And then the other brother the other day, cuts on the north end. So now you have two holes cut out, but you only have one door. You can't accomplish anything if you don't agree. You got to agree on everything. You got to be one body, one mind on everything. You can't just say, "Oh man, I like what y'all brothers are teaching, but about the white man that can't join. I don't know about that because I loves me some massa, right? Massa, we sick. Know what I mean? Like, how can you be with somebody like that that's gonna cause fear to enter into the group? He's going to be scared of what his boss might say when he's out on camp, right? It's like, oh no, I can't say this because this is going to come out on video. My boss might see this and I'm gonna get fired. Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have any, how can I say, loose ends. That's a loose end. Can't have that. First off, he if he's like that, he's not going to be here, because there are no cowards here in the UPK. Plus, like, you can't be together with people that wants the enemy inside your walls. That's just like, that's security risk. Security risk, and it's like, man, having indigestion. But anyway, everything has got to be fortified and tight. You can't have any loose ends within these walls. Can't have any loose ends, like I said, in your foundation, or else it'll crumble. So, like, sir, can you pull up Romans 12:5?
Keep talking.
Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 5. So we, being many,
right? There's a lot of brothers here, right? We all have different ways of life, different ways that we all grew up, right? Different backgrounds. I mean, we all are different in many ways, but in what brings us together is we come here to build up the kingdom, put our brick in, and serve Christ, and try to wake up our people. That's what brings us in here. We are so like, sir. Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 5. So we, being many, are one body in Christ.
We are one body in Christ. Like I said, we grow up and we have different backgrounds. Like if it wasn't for the UPK, I wouldn't know Officer Kabar from a can of paint, right? But what brings us here together is our like mind. We want to serve Christ and wake up our people. We are tired of all the disenfranchisement of blacks and Hispanics. So we want to stand in the gap and do something about it. And that's what brings us together. Go ahead.
And everyone members one of another.
One of another. Just like how Kabar's the camp leader, Officer Kabar is the camp leader for San Antonio, and we all ride together, one for another. We all come together because we all want to serve Christ, and this is the only place where you're going to serve Christ is in the ISUPK. You're not going to serve Christ in the Christian church, and you're definitely not going to serve Christ in these fake Israelite groups, because their foundation is falling apart, as you can see now, where some of them are being shamed publicly, right? That's all I'm going to say about that. But they're being shamed publicly, and everything is crumbling. Everything is crumbling from underneath them because their foundation wasn't strong, and it wasn't true. It wasn't compact. They all wasn't in there for the same reasons. They want one body and one mind. So like it. We're going to go into an example in the scriptures, right? On an example of brotherhood. And brotherhood takes sacrifice even in face of opposition, where it seems like everyone around you is opposed and against you. Well, we're going to read an example of a brother that stood up for his brother in the face of one of the most oppositions that of anybody could really have is your family member against you, right? And this brother's brotherhood was so strong that it helped build up the kingdom. This right here helped. This example of brotherhood actually helped establish the one of our most famous patriarchies of the nation. Was King David. Has established his reign, and this brother right here, Jonathan, was King Saul's son, right? He had so much brotherhood for his brother that it helped establish Israel. It helped solidify the foundation of the 12 tribes uniting and coming together as a fortified nation. Let's pull up like it, sir. 1 Samuel 18. Slack it. I'm getting all these text messages.
18 and what verse?
Slack it, sir. Just start at verse 1. Slack it. But hold on real quick. Slack it, sir. Are we on the Facebook page?
No.
Are you serious?
I don't know what's going on, but it counts it out of both Facebooks.
That's crazy. So we're just on YouTube?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened. That's crazy. Do you know how to fix it?
No.
I'll just rock with it then. It's like let me get there with you. Well, yeah. Start at 1 Samuel 18 and 1, but I'm gonna give context. To give context to the story right here. King David just killed Goliath, right? He just slain the Philistine, Goliath, in battle, and so King Saul, brought him from the battle, brought him in, and then this is where he meets. This is when Jonathan meets him, King Saul's son, and this is where they become friends. Go ahead, sir.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David.
Right. They became Salaki, sir.
Who is that?
It's Ayalawan. You want me to answer it?
Tell him to call me.
Come on, sir. Anyway, this is where he met King David. Jonathan, the son of Saul, this is where he met King David. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul.
Right. And Jonathan loved him as his own soul, like he loved him as himself. There's a precept for this, right? There's a precept where this is actually commanded. This is actually commanded. And these brothers right here, like, were the epitome of this commandment, which is Salakia. Is I have it right here. Leviticus 19, verse 17. All right. Salakia, sir, can you pull that up real quick? This is an example of this commandment right here, of this law. These brothers right here are like a pure example of this. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Right. You shouldn't hate your brother, and you should correct him. Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Right. You don't suffer sin upon your own brother. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Right. See, this is Salakia, sir. Did I pull up the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Anyway, that we shouldn't hold any grudges. These brothers right here, they didn't have no grudge with each other. Matter of fact, there was a grudge against one brother, right? There was a grudge against David by Jonathan's father, Saul. And he didn't hold that grudge that his father had against David. He didn't hold that against him. Matter of fact, he held up his brother David so high that he risked his life for him, right? He risked Saul getting angry with him. Go ahead, sir.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And thy neighbor right here in context is your brother, right? Your neighbor is your brother. You should love him as thyself. Like Jonathan loved David as his own soul, as himself. This right here is like a pure example of this commandment right here. These brothers right here. And we're going to read later on how this example established the foundation of Israel, because without Jonathan warning David and siding with David, you know, Saul would have sought his life, and he would have slain David. I mean, like this brotherhood, this example of brotherhood is the foundation of the kingdom of Israel. Just like how our foundation now has to be built on brotherhood, just like back then. The kingdom was built on this example of brotherhood right here. That's why when you come into the ISUPK and you decide to put your brick in, the very first thing you must learn is brotherhood, on how to be a real brother. You can't you can't be in here without having brotherhood, without having compassion and care for your brothers. You can't just come in and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be with these brothers here, but I don't really agree of so-called the Northern Kingdom, right? The so-called Hispanics being a part of us, right? Or vice versa. I'm gonna come here with these carnales, right? And I'm gonna kick it with them, but I'm just gonna be with the Northern Kingdom because I really don't think the Southern Kingdom are the Negroes. That's going to cause division already. Just how there's division out there. There's this crazy notion that Hispanics aren't Israel, right? And there's another crazier notion that, you know, since you know, Hispanics felt ostracized and outcasted, they started their own doctrine of the Hispanic only doctrine, that Israelites are only Hispanics. See, their organizations and their so-called camps are falling apart. Like they're fighting amongst each other for so-called who's going to be their main guy, right? And it's actually detrimental to brotherhood if you can't agree on a sound doctrine. That's why when you come in here, you get in all black and you shut your mouth for 90 days and just learn. You just learn, right? That I can't talk for these other groups that are out there. That's why we say we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group out there, because they're faking the funk. We come in here and we agree we're one body, and we have a structure, we have protocols that we go by, protocols that are the foundation, and one of the main protocol is brotherhood.
So, like, if I may,
Go ahead.
that's one thing that we do miss in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. We do not have any rules, regulations, or anything that we believe in as a group, as a whole.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they say they got a street code, but as soon as somebody get in trouble, they snitch on the whole street.
Right.
On the whole block. Everybody got to go to jail because you got caught. You dig what I'm saying? We don't have any rules or regulations that guide us, that govern us. And this right here is a good rule or regulation for us, because what we do hold is grudges. That's
right.
why baby mama goes and put her baby daddy on child support. You
right.
dig? That's why Bloods and Crips still beefing.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? That's why GDs and BDs still beefing. That's why Norteños and Sodeños still beefing. That's the reason. That's the reason why all the dismay and the things that go on in the community is because of people because people holding grudges against each other, and they're avenging their grudges. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know who we do use this law for? We use it for the oppressor, because we're not bearing no grudge against the oppressor. We're not avenging nothing against the oppressor. We let them trot all over us, step all over us, and then what do we do? We turn the other cheek. Then we get punched in that cheek. Then we turn around, get punched in the back of the head. Then we turn back around, get punched in the stomach. Then we turn back around and get kicked in the behind.
Dang.
You know what I'm talking about? We just steady taking punches from the oppressor, but we're never gonna. And we steady turn the other cheek. But then as soon as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American does something or says something wrong, we beef it.
Right.
It's up. We got a whole word for it. talking about it's up.
It's up, yeah. It's crazy. But that's part of the curses, sir. It's part of the curses that our eyes shall be evil against the brother that we once hold tender and delicate to us, just like how this brother right here, Jonathan. You know what I mean? As soon as he met David, like they were kindled together. You know what I mean? But this is an example of brotherhood that the way it should be. Just like when, so like, sir, if I may, just like when I very first met Officer Kabar, I didn't know that brother from a can of paint. But as soon as I met that brother, man, I was going through some things that day, right? Some things. And as soon as I met that brother, man, he had me rolling. He had me rolling, and I just knew, all right, this brother right here is that nigga, right? So I just knew that I put my life on the line for this brother right here. I just knew it from that day, the very first day that I met him. I will put my life on the line for this brother, and I will follow this brother into any battle. That's the kind of brotherhood that's in these walls. That's the kind of brotherhood that is the foundation here. That we actually care for one another. Even when I went back to Odessa, this brother would call me and see how I was doing. I mean, like, we actually have compassion for one another here and care for one another. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take to build this nation. We actually had to be together and have a true care for one another. We can't just come together and, like I said, not mess with this brother here and not mess with this brother here. You know what I mean? We actually have to stand together in unity. But Salaki, sir.
Salaki, if I may,
go ahead.
We can't be a hypocrite.
That's right.
We can't say that we believe in the Bible and we should love each other, and then first thing we do is not love each other.
Right.
You do what I'm saying? The first thing we do, talking behind each other back, tripping with each other, beefing with each other. We can't do that. That's what the Christian church does. That's what these other Israelite groups do.
Right.
That's what these fake Israelite groups do. That's why every time the reason why we know what goes on in so much in those groups is because those brothers expose it.
Right.
Those brothers, the one that come out and say, oh, he was doing this and he was getting pegged and he was doing messing with white women and he was wearing pink panties and he was doing this, he was molesting. You know what I mean? They always come out and they always instead of correcting the situation and giving the counsel,
right,
they always come out with it. And this is he doing this and he doing that, because they come out and to us because they know who the real Israelites are.
Right.
That's why they don't come to their elders. They come to Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Because they know where the real counsel of the Lord is.
That's right. Yeah, because we are that. Like I said, Jerusalem is the pinnacle of it's the capital, right? Which is the pinnacle of our society. Well, now Isupk New York, that is held as Jerusalem. That's the pinnacle of our society of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's the pinnacle of our society. And they know it. Because this is where the true foundation is. Salaki, sir. We're going to go further into the story, right, of Jonathan's sacrifice for his brother David, which ended up being king, right? Because if he didn't, Jonathan was actually next in line to be king after Saul, right? I may have been mistaken. I think it was his older brother Salakia. But It's like, sir, am I correct on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Yeah. Well, he was actually, you know, Saul was in the lineage of Saul. Saul was king, but he sacrificed, you know, everything for his brother. He sacrifices, like he basically sacrificed his very life for King David. That's how much he loved his brother. That's how much he loved him. That he, you know, stood up against persecution from his own father for his friend David. And then this is an example of how brotherhood should be. You can't just like try to save face and when he stand in the face of adversity, trying to save face and look out for the number one, yourself, right? We have to have brotherhood and stand with our brothers even until death.
Right. You can't be scared to love your brother.
That's right. That's right. It's like, sir, can you go into Samuel? We'll continue where we read off, because it gets into where like King Saul sought David's life.
In 1 Samuel 18?
Come on, sir. Start at, it's like, yeah, I want. Verse 6.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 6. And it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, that the woman came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul, with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music.
Right. See, they were all gonna, you know, because the Philistine was slain, so everybody was rejoicing. Go ahead.
And verse 7, and the woman answered one another as they played and said, Saul had slain his thousands and David his 10,000s.
Right. See, they were up in King David. They were one up in him, right? And this actually caused Saul to be envious of King David. Go ahead.
Verse 8, and Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom?
Right. See, he was actually worried that King David was gonna, you know, take everything out from under him. Like he became envious and jealous of King David. And that's when, oh well, it explains in the next verse. Go ahead.
Like that's how that's another reason why schisms happens.
Right.
Jealousy and
jealousy. Because they, you know, jealous. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Like why couldn't David just been a good soldier?
Right. Like you know,
but because they was a good soldier and people liked them and they didn't, and it just went in Saul's mind, right? It's a demon playing in his mind,
right?
That, oh, they love David more than they love you. Nah, David just got more bodies. What? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm pretty sure there's something that Saul did better than David. I'm pretty sure about that.
Right. But he just couldn't let his brother be great. Know what I mean?
More like his son.
Right.
Because David was Jonathan's age, so he's more like his son, like his son's best friend. So like,
right.
You know what I mean? It's it's not even his brother no more. It's like, yeah, that's my son right there. That's my nephew, something like that.
Right. Right.
Old hating nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. Old hating brother. Sorry.
Right. Go ahead on verse 9.
Verse 9. And Saul eyed David from that day forward. Who gave him the side eye?
Right. You know, from that day, like he started to see him different, right? He started to be envious and jealous of King David from that day. And then he eventually started to seek to slay King David. And we're going to go into it. Go ahead, sir.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 10. And it came to pass on the morrow that evil spirit from God came upon Saul.
Right. An evil spirit, like like a demon came on this brother, right? A demon came on this brother because he was envious of King David. Go ahead.
And he prophesied in the midst of the house, and David played with his hand as at other times, and there was a javelin in Saul's hand.
Right. So King David was playing like almost like a guitar, right? And because that's what he played, like a harp, like a guitar type thing. And Saul had a javelin. You know, he was sitting down just eyeing him, you know, just giving him the side eye and just seeking to harm him, right? Go ahead.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 11. And Saul cast a javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice.
Right, like he dipped out of there.
Right,
he dipped out of there, man. Like
instead of being like, what, you want some beef, and actually beating up Saul like he can, you know what I mean, or even killing Saul like he can. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna just move around because Saul tripping.
Right.
You know, right. He tripping. Yeah, he tripping. I'm gonna just move around. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. That's basically what happened.
Right. Yeah, he dipped out of there because like he had enough brotherhood to actually try to diffuse the situation, just get out of there. Like I'm pretty sure, well, because next verse it says that you know King Saul was afraid of David. I'm pretty sure David was a skilled enough warrior to you know put that beef to rest, right? To squash that beef. But he decided to dip out of there and diffuse the situation because he had brotherhood on Saul. Go ahead, because it explains in the next verse.
Verse 12. And Saul was afraid of David.
So he was afraid of David. Go ahead.
Because the Most High was with him and was departed from Saul.
Right. So like the Spirit of the Lord used to be on King Saul, but now the Spirit of the Lord is with King David. And Saul knew that, and he was afraid. He knew everything was about to slip out from underneath him. He knew that. He knew that King David was was really the Lord's anointed. And he was envious of King David for that. And he sought his life. Salakia, kind of pressed on time. Let's I wanted to go to where verse chapter 19 verse 1, where he tells Jonathan that he like King Saul tells his son Jonathan that he wants to unalive David, right? And I want to get into the story where Jonathan actually warns King David about this. And this right here, like it was a sacrifice for Jonathan to do this, because he stood up in adversity against his own father. You know what I mean? He stood up with which was the king. He basically defiled the king's orders and stood up against the king for his friend, for his brother. Go ahead, sir, on 1 Samuel 19. Start at verse 1.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 1. And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David.
Right, they should kill David. See, this when Jonathan found out that King Saul wanted to kill him. You know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't there for when, I don't know. It doesn't explain it though, but Slacky. This is when he actually, told him face to face he wanted David's life. Go ahead, verse 2.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 2. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David.
Right. He delighted much in David because, like, he loved David as his own soul, right? As it says in Leviticus 19. Like, this is a pure example of that. This is a pure example of brotherhood right here. He loved his brother King David as he loved himself, and he sacrificed everything for him. Go ahead.
And Jonathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeketh to kill thee.
Right. See, Saul seeketh to kill David. Like, he warned him. He warned him right here. Go ahead.
Now, therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in a secret place, and hide thyself.
Right. He told him to go hide. Like, he warned him, like, man, get out of here. Like, go hide, because my father tripping. My father's tripping. Like, he want to kill you, man.
Right. He right on that with you.
So like you, hold that. Oh no, keep reading. Salakia.
Verse 3. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art.
Yeah, I would stand out in the field where you are. Thou art, right? Go ahead.
And I will commune with my father of thee, and what I see, that I will tell thee.
Right. See, what he sees of what his dad what his dad's gonna do, like he would tell King David. Like he's siding with King David. Like he didn't side with the king, right? He didn't side with the king. He actually he risked everything for King David. And he was gonna tell him of Saul's plans. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's really siding with the king though. He's caring about the king's soul.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's caring about he's caring about his father's soul and what it would do to him to kill David.
Right. That's
you know
true.
what I mean? So he's really looking out for his pops.
This is true.
Like, I'm gonna just go see what he's talking about, and I'm gonna come back and tell you, David, because this dude, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on with this brother, but this guy, he's not in his right mind right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want me to keep going?
Come on, sir.
Verse 4. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul, his father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant, against David.
Right. Like he was not suffering sin upon his father. You know what I mean? This, as in Leviticus 19 says, you shouldn't suffer sin upon your brother. This is what he's doing. Right. He was telling him you shouldn't, you shouldn't sin against his servant, which was King David. You shouldn't sin against your servant. This is a pure example of brotherhood right here, and the command and the law and Leviticus. This is going, like, I wanted to bring this out in class because I was reading it the other day, and this is an example of how we should be with one another, right? We shouldn't suffer sin upon each other, and we should actually sacrifice for one another. Jonathan was sacrificing. He was sacrificing, his very life for his brother, because King Saul could have got mad. You know what I mean? Could have got mad with Jonathan and decided just to kill both of them. And he was really sacrificing everything for him. Go ahead.
Let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he hath not sinned against thee, and because his works have been to thee word very good.
Right. He was actually working, good for the king. He was doing everything he asked. You know what I mean? He was the leader of his army, and he was a very good leader. Like, he was a very, very, like you said, is a servant to the king. And he did nothing wrong, but like it stated before that, an evil spirit came upon Saul because he was envious of King David. Salaki, sir, I don't really want to read the whole thing. I want to skip ahead. Hold on, Salaki. I think it's the next chapter.
This is your class, brother. Go ahead and do you.
Come on, sir. Salaki, let me find it real quick. Bear with me. Salaki. I just read it. Where'd it go? Salakia.
If you can't find it, we just need to move on.
Come on, I can't. I had it just a while ago. I had it highlighted. Salakia. Well, anyway, it was a passage saying that that King Saul was angry with Jonathan for siding with King David. You know what I mean? Like Jonathan risked everything for David. Like he risked his very own father's love for King David. You know what I mean? He risked being a foe to his father. And a lot of times when we come in here, we are foes to the very people that we love too. You know what I mean? This is something that is a very real possibility when you come into these walls, right? And Christ spoke on this also. Well, this brother, you know, suffered all this for his brother. His brother Jonathan suffered it for his brother David, for King David. And when you come in here, we will suffer this too. You know what I mean? A lot of times people turn their backs on us and say that we're crazy. We joined a cult. We suffer that to build up the brotherhood here. That's the foundation of it. Because you come in here with like-minded brothers, we all suffer that together. We all suffer that together, and we build together. It's like I had it written down. Anyway, let's pull up Proverbs 17 and 17, sir. You can go ahead and drop that.
Proverbs what?
Proverbs 17 and 17. See, King David was going through all this adversity and turmoil with King Saul, right? He even he fled and hid into the cave, and you know what I mean? He was hiding without no food. Like he was actually going through it, right? Because King Saul was hunting him down. And Jonathan actually was a huge ally towards him. You know what I mean? He helped him through this, and this is an example of brotherhood on how brotherhood is actually, a weapon against adversity. When you come in here, that's why it's really unwise and really for when people say that they're individualites, right? It's that's very unwise. That's very unwise, and it's ill-advised because you don't have what we have here. You don't have that brotherhood that to stand up against adversity with you. That's why when you come in here, you are no longer alone. And we build up that brotherhood. We help establish that foundation, is that foundation that our nation needs, that strong foundation that we stand on, is that brotherhood. Brotherhood is a weapon, and brotherhood was meant to stand up with you against adversity. Go ahead, sir.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times.
Right? A friend loveth at all times, through the good times and the bad times. A friend will love you. You know what I mean? But what's stronger than that? Go ahead.
And a brother is born for adversity.
And a brother is born for adversity. You know what I mean? Like my brother Kabar, right? My brother Officer Kabar, like I would stand with that brother, hell and high water. I would go to war with that brother. Like brother tells me if he tells me, hey, today we're going to camp and we very well might be unalived, I will stand with that brother, right? This brotherhood is everything to me. It's brotherhood, and that goes for all the brothers. We all are like-minded and in one body with this brotherhood. That is the foundation to the ISUPK, and that's what we built up. That's the first brick that we put in, is this brotherhood. Go ahead, sir. Oh yeah, you're already ready. Okay, Slakia.
No, I didn't.
No,
I don't think I finished.
oh, go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
Right, a brother was born for adversity. You know, you are no longer alone when you come into here. You're no longer alone. Like you're going through something, just get counsel, and we will help you. You know what I mean? We will help you jump that demon that's on you. You are no longer alone, no longer alone to fight your own battles. You're no longer alone. A brother is born for adversity. We're gonna go through some things. You know what I mean? We all go through some things. As blacks and Hispanics, we go through the worst conditions in life. But here, you have a support system. You have an army right beside you. You are no longer alone. And it's hard to build up that foundation with, that strong foundation if you lack brotherhood. If you see your brother different than you, right? If you see your brother different than you, and you feel a certain way about your brother, and you don't bring that to counsel. That's why counsel is so important. You know what I mean? Counsel is so important, and it's one of the main weapons that we have here. Them other groups, that's why they're not lasting. That's why they're crumbling apart, because they don't stand on the foundation we stand on. They don't stand on brotherhood. Everything that they say that they represent is actually being brought up to the forefront as they are hypocrites. Is shown that they're hypocrites, that they don't stand on anything. But here in the ISUPK, we stand on brotherhood. That's our foundation. That's the first brick we put down, and it has to be solid amongst each other. It can't stand without us being one mind and say that we love God and then hate our brother, right? We can't say that. We can't say that, oh, I love God and this is where God is in the ISUPK. So I'm gonna join here, but I don't really think that Hispanics are Israelites. That's hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy, and as we all can see, hypocrisy causes division. Hypocrisy causes division, and it weakens the brotherhood. That's like yours going to say something?
Yeah, that's why the whole earth is divided.
Right.
America's divided. Edomites are divided between Russia and America. All the Americans are divided. They send in Marines to different states. You know what I mean? Like the whole earth is just divided. All those Arabs over there that's fighting against Israel, they're still divided. You know what I mean? They're still divided. In Lebanon, they have the ones that want to fight against Israel, and then they have the ones that's for Israel moving in. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
The whole earth is just divided, and it's going to continue to be divided because there's no brotherhood, there's no substance, there's no real love there.
Right.
The people that rule the earth, they rule it with wickedness.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying?
There's no foundation. They're all crumbling apart. It's like, sir, can you pull up 1 John 4:20? That's why when we come in here, we have to be, solid about how we deal with each other. We have to be solid about how we deal with each other. We have to keep in mind that we are not, we ourselves are not the reason why we came in here. Our life is no longer our own when we come in here. We give our life for the brotherhood. And how can you say that you come in here to serve God and you don't have true brotherhood for your brothers? That will bring division. It will bring division. And division is a weak point in the foundation of what we're trying to build here. Can't have division. Go ahead, sir.
Let's like it 1 second.
I'll sweat.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God.
Right. If you say you love God and you come to serve God, right? Go ahead.
And hated his brother.
And you hate your brother, right? You're like, oh, okay. I believe I'm an Israelite, but they say that Hispanics aren't Israelites, so they're ostracizing us. So let's start up our own group, and it's only going to be Hispanics. You're hating your brother by not, not trying to correct your brother, take him to counsel. You just leaving. What does that say about you? What does that say about you? Go ahead.
He is a liar.
You're a liar. You know what I mean? You're a liar. You didn't really trying to come in here just to serve God. No, you came in here to serve yourself. And you're being a coward by not confronting your brother. That's why here in the ISBK, we are one mind, and we have this foundation that we stand on. Rules, regulations, and guidelines. We have counsel. You have an ought with your brother, you go to him and him alone. And if you say that you love your brother, you say that you love God and hate your brother, you're a liar. You're a liar. You didn't stand on brotherhood. You're not standing on brotherhood. You're standing on lies when you hate your brother. Go ahead.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen.
Right. We us blacks and Hispanics, we grow up in the barrio, in the ghetto together. We see each other every day. You know what I mean? We grow up in the same environments. We eat the same foods. You know what I mean? We both love chicken. We both love tacos. We eat the same foods. We listen to the same music. How can you say that you love your brother? Like, you see him how can you say You love your brother, like you love God, and you see your brother every day around you, and you hate your brother. Go ahead.
How can he love God whom he had not seen?
All right. You see your brother every day around you, and you say you love God, but you hate your brother. How can you love God and you haven't even seen God? You haven't even seen God. Go ahead, verse 21.
Verse 21. And his commandment have we from him,
Right. And this commandment we have from the Most High. Go ahead.
that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Right. That's a commandment. If you love God, love your brother also. That's a commandment. You have to love your brother. Have to. You can't say you love God and then hate your brother. That's how schisms happen. That's how schisms happen. You don't want to follow your brother because you know some or other, and then you leave and start your own group, and then that will come to naught. That will come to naught because it's not standing on true brotherhood, and that's what we build here in the ICBK. That's the first brick that we come in here and we build is the brotherhood. Come in here, getting all black, do your 90 days, and come in here and build that brotherhood. See what true brotherhood is actually about. Is when you come in here. Call your local ISBK group near you. Go to isbk.com, get that number, and build that brotherhood. Come put your brick in. If you want to serve the Most High under Christ, well, you can only do that under Commanding General Yohana. And that's the first brick that you're going to put in, is you're going to learn true brotherhood. And it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take sacrifice, and it's going to take werewolves, really. Because you will go through some adversities. But just remember, you come into these walls, you got an army on your side, and you're no longer alone. But first you got to establish that brotherhood. Slakia, let's go into 1 John 3 and 14, sir. We come in here and we shed our old man, right? We shed our old ways because our that old ways is death. Old ways we used to, you know, some of us used to are on the background of like gang banging background to where you would hate your brother. That only brings death. You know what I mean? To where you're beefing with your brother so bad that you would actually end his life. That plagues the Black and Hispanic community. That's a plague on us. We come in here and you have to shed all of that. Go ahead, sir.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 verse 14. We know that we have passed from death unto life.
Right. You come in here, you shed that old man. Like a lot of us were gangbangers. A lot of us were drug dealers. I mean, all that's just selling poison to our people. That just brings death. Gangbanging, that just brings death on our people. We shed that and we come in here and we come into life. We come into seeing what it takes to be a true brother to Blacks and Hispanics. Go ahead.
It's like Because we love the brethren.
Right? Because we love the brethren. You come in here and you want to wake up your people because that's the reason why I came in here. I can't speak for everybody else, but that's the reason why I came. I was tired of seeing my people so downtrodden and destroyed, right? I was tired of that. I was tired of seeing my people being picked up by ICE and not having anybody to speak for them. Nobody with any true standing, right? So that's why I joined that's why I joined our brothers here in the ISUPK. Because they have a true standing. They stand on true brotherhood. And they actually showed me what true love for brethren is. Go ahead.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
Right. If you don't love your brother, you abide in death. You abide in death. I mean, that's just going to bring nothing but destruction to our people when we don't love each other. That's why, that's why we have, black on brown hate and crime, black on black crime is because of the hate we have amongst each other. Right? We grow up in the same barrios, same hoods, but we hate each other. We're pitted against each other. And we unalive each other simply because what we wear two different colors. We're from two different parts of the street. Like he stays on this part of the block because that's where his family's from, but they stay on the other part of the block. So now we're pitted against each other. That only brings death when we hate each other. Go ahead.
Next verse.
Next verse, sir.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Right.
And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
Right. Without brotherhood, this kingdom will not be established. This is what we have here in the ISUPK is so precious because we stand on brotherhood. We stand on brotherhood. We stand and we build everything on brotherhood. Everything is established on brotherhood. And that's how the kingdom is going to get here. And you cannot enter into the kingdom if you hate your brother. You have to love your brother. It's a commandment. And that's the only way that we're going to get out of this hell. Things are going to get real rocky for a short, I can't find the word for it, but things are going to get real bad.
Situation.
Right. Like things are going to get real bad soon with all the tariffs and Trump is actually, making deals and the other countries are starting to look at America sideways. And businesses aren't thriving like they used to. Things are going to get real bad, and the economy here is it's not going to stand. But what is going to stand is our brotherhood. We're going to look out for each other, and That's what we need to establish. You need to establish that brotherhood to look out for one another, have compassion on each other, and that's how our families are going to actually prosper. We can't hold our faith in this nation no longer, in this wicked kingdom. No, we have to constantly endure adversity and strive for brotherhood. Go ahead, sir. Verse 16.
Verse 16. Hereby perceive we the love of God.
See, this is how you know the love of God. This is how you see the love of God. Go ahead.
Because he laid down his life for us.
Right. Right. Christ laid down his life for us. He showed us the epitome of what it is to be a brother by giving up his very life for us. So we wouldn't have to die. Go ahead.
And we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
Right. We are to lay down our lives for our brothers. Like, this is greater than just yourself. Like, we come in here and we sacrifice our time, we sacrifice our lives, our wives, you know, we sacrifice everything, because we sacrifice everything for the building of the kingdom, because it's greater than ourselves. Salaki, sir. Can you pull up First John 1? No, John 1 and 47. See, you know, you can't just say that you love your brothers, right? Like, yeah, I love my brothers just by words, right? Love is an action word. Love is an action. You have to actually show that you love your brothers, right? You can't just say it. A lot of times people just talk just to fill the as a filler and just what you feel, right? And just empty words. You can't have empty words and say that you love God. You can't. It's not going to come up to anything. You have to put action into it. And you can't hate your brother. Can't hate your brother secretly and then say that you have love for the brotherhood. Can't do it. And that's why so many of these fake Israelite groups are failing, and they will come to naught. It's because they hate each other in there. They hate each other. There is no solid foundation. Go ahead.
The book of First John, chapter 1, verse 47. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said to him, behold, an Israelite.
Indeed, right? Behold, an Israelite indeed.
Salaki, it was cut off a little bit.
Oh, Salaki.
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
Indeed, right? It wasn't just he just didn't say he was an Israelite, right? No, indeed, which means he was doing something, doing a deed. Indeed, it wasn't just words. Go ahead.
In whom is no guile.
In whom is no guile. It's like, sir, can you pull up the definition for guile? There is no guile. There was no hate. I may have jumped the gun. Slug it.
Sly or cunning intelligence.
Right, sly or cunning intelligence. You know, when well, a lot of times we see different groups fall because there were somebody pitted something against each other, and they try to cover it up, being sly by covering it up. Well, it's all going to come to naught. I mean, it's all going to come out, and everything's coming. All their work that they did is coming to naught. Like it's failing. Everything's crumbling underneath their feet because of hate. Like, you know, they're ousting out one another, and it's turning out that you can actually see that they hate each other in these groups, right? Well, there could be not no guile in you, no hate, because if you hate your brother, like it said in the previous verse that we brought out in First John, whosoever hate his brother is a murderer, right? There cannot be any division in brotherhood, and hate brings division. Guile brings division. Slakia. Start wrapping it up. And that's what it actually takes to establish the kingdom is brotherhood. And it's going to take, you know, sacrifice and perseverance and really cojones when you come in here. And that's the first brick that we lay down is brotherhood. And that's what is going to bring the kingdom here. And with that, I pass the class over to Officer Kabar.
ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi, the 3rd chapter, verse 8 to 10. Ma'ashra means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of any 10% of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Memorial to blowing of the trumpets. First day of the 7th month. Sunday, September 21st, 2025. You can find this in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, verses 24 and 25. Remind all Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And this will conclude the ISUPK security announcements.
And with that, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Latah Ba'Shem Yahushai to the sisters. Shalom.